What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. This video we're going to be taking a look at some new items from Kingston Technologies. They were kind enough to send the show their new lineup of USB drives and a couple of SD cards. I do want to point out that this is my own opinions. They have not been altered, and this content hasn't been reviewed by anyone else prior to uploading and publishing for you guys. So I know, obviously, I have not tested any of this, but I can tell you that I do use Kingston storage gear. In fact, that is actually what is in my camera right now, is a canvas card, and that is kind of what this is right here. But so I wanted to just kind of go through some of these new offerings. Normally, what they advertise is what you're expecting to get, and it's normally what you do get. So some storage vendors tend to say, you're going to get 10,500 megabytes per second, and you only get like 900, right? So again, there's a lot of varying things, depending on what kind of older technology you're using versus newer technologies, and what platform you're using it on, and just the media type. There's all sorts of variables. But anyway, so let's just go down the list. I'll have a link in the show notes for all these new products. Again, usually from Kingston, you're going to get quality gear. So the first thing we're going to look at is a micro SD card. This is a high endurance. This is 128 gigs. Yeah, remember, 128 gigs on that little tiny micro SD card. Now, why is this a good option? Because this is high endurance. This is perfect, as you can see right here, for like cameras, action cams, dash cams, drones, all those kinds of things. It's full HD, 95 megabits per second read, so it is definitely a high endurance storage option for those things that get jostled around. Obviously when you're driving and your dash cam's hitting potholes, or your drone's flying and it's hitting winds and high banks and left turns and stuff, whatever you're doing, this high endurance micro SD card is exactly what you would want for that kind of camera footage. Your GoPros, stuff like that. Bingo. That's what you want. Then we get the Canvas Go. So this is just kind of a 4K Ultra HD 90 megabytes per second read. So again, this is very, very good storage if you're going to be using for taking some stills, much like I'm doing right now. Again, I have a Canvas card in this camera, 64 gig also, and that's what this is here. And again, definitely high quality storage. And again, they list here like PCs and cameras and stuff like that. So definitely check out their SD card line. Kingston does make quality gear. I've been using this Canvas card in this camera for quite some time. No problems with it. I love it. And I would not switch back because I've had issues with other competitor storage cards. Won't name names, but Kingston so far, beautiful. Alright, now, some of their pluggables. So this here, this is the Data Traveler Micro Duo 3 G2 128 gig. This is actually, see a little Android guy up here. You can use this. It's an OTG flash drive for smartphones and tablets, right? So it is tiny. It is Type-C. It says USB 3.2. So as you can see here, it is definitely a good drive. It's got the Type-A plug right there, and then your Type-C to go into your smartphone or tablet right there. So definitely a nice option to have for your mobile devices. Again, this is micro USB, USB 3.2. Sorry, I said Type-C. Micro USB. So they're still out there, so you got to use them, right? Again, this is an OTG drive, Micro Duo 3 G2. Data Traveler. You're going to hear Data Traveler quite a bit here as we go. Data Traveler Kaison, 128 gig, 200 megabits per second, USB 3.2. So there you go, 3.2. That's basically a Type A, right? Very slim form factor, 128 gigs. A little hoop here, you can put it on a key ring. Again, it's data traveler, it's data to go, right? So you can always have a USB drive with you. Again, not Type C, Type A. Still making, you know, stuff for the legacy of the older platforms. So these two, micro USB to Type A and just a Type A 3.2 USB. And what they're doing is with their 3.2 line, basically what this is it's supporting the faster 200 megabits per second that you can get through USB 3.2. Okay, so that's where they're really focusing, is making use of the 3.2 technologies. If you use something older, I'm sorry, you're not going to get 200 megabits per second. You might with 3.1, maybe 3.0, you go past that, no, you're not going to get the 200 megabytes. All right. So then we go to the Data Traveler Duo, and this is where we get the Type C technology starting to come into the picture here. This is again at 64 gigs. It is Type A plus Type C, USB 3.2. Again, this is going to be boasting speeds of about 200 megabytes per second as well. And again, just a nice looking portable data traveler drive that you can utilize. Beautiful. To that. Okay. Again, 64 gig. Amazingly cool that all this storage fits in these little form factors, right? And then finally, the Data Traveler 80, a 128 gig, 200 megabits per second. I see you're saying megabytes, jeez. The Type C, USB 3.2, and again, fast, very slim form factor, as you can see right here, that you can get with this bad boy. Now, you're probably like, well, why don't you open one of these? Okay, let's open one of them, right? If I can get my... It says cut. That's the thing. I'll probably have to pause this video because normally Kingston, these go in retail stores, and since they're so small, they're high theft, right? So basically, to get into a Kingston package, you gotta have scissors and you gotta cut. I could get a knife, but it's a little risky. But they make it so, look, you're not gonna really rip this off. They do a nice job on their packages, as you can see. So let me pause it. I'll open these up for you guys, and you can take a quick look at them in the camera lens so you can see what they look like. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Opened. Let's take a look at the Data Traveler Duo. Again, Type C, Type A. Don't see there's a way to retract. I think these are just like that. You can do this and pull that up and do this. So you can cover up at least one of them when you don't want it in use. So you do have that option of pulling that up, and then this is the look it's going to be. It won't have that Type C plug sticking out, but it is going to have the Type A plug sticking out. So there is the Data Traveler Duo. Then we got this little guy. Again, we got the Type C. And that's really about it. Got a little lid on it. Goes back on. What a small form factor. Tiny little guy. Okay. Then this little dude, again, just a Type A, 3.2 USB, very thin. And then we've got the OTG drive that has a little micro USB and Type A. And this does come with a little hoop, what do you call it, a little lanyard or something there, that you can put on here, like through this little hoop here. And, you know, it's meant to be portable. So those are the 4 devices, guys. Check the show notes. I'll have a link for all of this stuff. Again, Kingston Technology is good stuff, so can't go wrong. Give them a shot. If any of these fit your needs, then I highly recommend them. I'll start using these right away, throw them in my arsenal, and start putting them through the hoops. And if I have any updates, I'll come back and I'll definitely update. But otherwise, Kingston never had an issue with them. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the show, and as always, guys, thanks for watching, and have a good one.